Welcome back to our channel, World of Coins. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare states $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them because it could make you a millionaire overnight. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American history that could be sitting in your pocket right now. We're talking about the United States of America $quarter from Connecticut, issued in 1999. Now, you might think, it's just a quarter, right? Well, stick with me, because this coin has an incredible story to tell, and it might just be worth a whole lot more than you think. Let's take a journey back to 1999. The United States was rolling out its 50-state quarters program, a series of commemorative coins that honored each state. Each quarter featured a unique design that celebrated the culture, history, and symbolism of each state. Connecticut, the Constitution state, was one of the first to be featured in the program, and its design is rich in history. The Connecticut quarter showcases a beautiful image of the state's charter oak, a historic tree that symbolizes the state's independence and the protection of its charter during the late 1600s. The tree is an iconic symbol of strength and endurance, and this coin beautifully captures its significance to the people of Connecticut. The design also includes a sailor and the state's motto, Qui transtulit sustinet, meaning, he who transplanted still sustains. This motto speaks to the resilience and determination of the state's people, but here's the thing, while most of these quarters were mass-produced and circulated widely, there's one small detail that could make your Connecticut quarter incredibly valuable. See, during the minting process, some of the coins were struck with a very unique error, a minting flaw that has captured the attention of coin collectors and experts alike. Some Connecticut quarters were released with an unexpected and extremely rare variety. If you look closely, you'll notice that a small part of the coin's design, the wording on the reverse, might appear to be misaligned. This slight error, though small, makes these quarters a must-have for serious collectors. Coins with minting mistakes are always in demand because they are one-of-a-kind pieces that can't be replicated. Now, you're probably wondering, how much is this Connecticut quarter worth if you have one with this error? Well, let's get to the exciting part. If you have a Connecticut 1999 quarter with the minting error, it could fetch an impressive sum. Hold on to your hats, because this coin could be worth an astonishing $65,000, that's right, $65,000. It's hard to believe that something as simple as a quarter could be worth that much, but the rarity of the error makes these coins incredibly valuable in the world of numismatics. So, before you toss your loose change into a jar or spend that quarter without a second thought, take a closer look. You could be holding a small fortune in your hands. If you find one of these rare error coins, you'll have a valuable piece of history that could pay off big time. Top 2, we're taking a close look at a special piece of American history, the 2001 New York State quarter. Now, most of us are familiar with quarters, but there's one from 2001 that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Stick around as we break down the history, design, and the huge value this coin could hold. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. In 2001, the United States Mint released the New York quarter as part of the famous 50-state quarters program. This program, which ran from 1999 to 2008, celebrated each state in the Union with its own unique coin design. New York's quarter was released as the 11th in the series, and it pays tribute to the state's rich history and significance in America. The design of the New York quarter is truly iconic. On the reverse side, you'll find the Statue of Liberty, perhaps the most recognizable symbol of freedom and democracy in the world. The image is powerful. Lady Liberty stands tall and proud, with the Brooklyn Bridge stretching behind her. This design captures the spirit of New York, a state that represents hope, diversity, and opportunity. Surrounding the image is the motto, Gateway to Freedom, reflecting the role New York played in welcoming immigrants to the United States. But here's where things get really interesting. While most New York quarters were produced in large quantities and are still in circulation today, there's a rare version of this coin that can fetch an eye-popping amount of money. The key to its value lies in a specific error that occurred during the minting process. Some of the 2001 New York quarters were struck with a significant design flaw, which has turned this particular coin into a must-have for collectors. You see, due to a minor but noticeable error, a small number of these New York quarters were struck with a misaligned die. This means that part of the design is either too far left, right, or off-center, making it a one-of-a-kind piece. Errors like this are highly prized in the world of numismatics because they are completely unique and cannot be replicated. Collectors hunt for these types of coins, and when they find one, it's like striking gold. Now, you might be wondering, how much could a 2001 New York quarter with this error be worth? Well, get ready for a jaw-dropping answer. If you happen to have one of these rare error quarters in your possession, it could be worth as much as $55,000, yes, that's right, $55,000. It's amazing to think that a simple quarter could be worth such a huge amount of money, but the rarity and the history behind this coin make it highly desirable. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, finding one of these error coins could be the discovery of a lifetime. So, the next time you're sorting through your change, don't just toss that quarter aside. Take a moment to check it closely. You might be holding on to a small piece of American history, and a fortune, without even realizing it. Top 3, we've got a very special coin to talk about, the 1999 Delaware State Quarter. You might think, it's just another state quarter, right? But trust me, there's much more to this coin than meets the eye. Stick around to find out why this quarter could be worth a lot more than you ever imagined. Let's step back in time to 1999. The U.S. Mint was just kicking off one of the most exciting coin series in American history, the 50 State Quarters program. Over the next 10 years, the U.S. Mint would release a quarter for each of the 50 states, showcasing the unique culture, history, and symbols that make each state special. Delaware, known as the first state for being the first to ratify the U.S. Constitution, was the very first state featured in this series. The design of the Delaware quarter is deeply tied to the state's rich history. The reverse side of the coin features an image of Caesar Rodney, a Delaware statesman and Revolutionary War hero, riding horseback to Philadelphia to cast his vote for independence. This dramatic scene symbolizes Delaware's critical role in the birth of the United States. The coin also includes the inscription, "The First State," proudly marking Delaware's place in American history. Now, while most of these 1999 Delaware quarters are still fairly common, there's one thing that could make your coin much more valuable: an error. Like many coins, some of these Delaware quarters were struck with a very rare minting mistake, and if you happen to find one, you could be holding on to a true treasure. One of the key errors that collectors look for is a variation in the design, often related to the positioning of the dies during minting. This misalignment can result in an off-center image, which makes the coin much more unique and valuable. These error coins are highly sought after because they can't be reproduced, and they add an element of rarity that dramatically increases their worth. So, how much could a 1999 Delaware State quarter be worth if you have one with an error? Hold on to your hats because the answer might surprise you. If you happen to find one of these rare error coins in good condition, it could be worth an incredible $67,000, yes, $67,000. It's hard to believe, but that's the kind of value that a rare, error-struck Delaware quarter can carry. A simple coin that was once part of everyday change could end up being worth a small fortune, all because of a tiny mistake during the minting process. Now that you know how valuable this quarter could be, make sure to take a close look at your coins. You might have a rare piece of history in your collection or even in your pocket right now. Top 4, we've got something truly special to talk about, the 2020 National Park Quarter Dollar from the United States. It's not just any ordinary coin, it's part of a series that highlights the beauty and importance of America's most iconic national parks. But hold on, there's more to this coin than just stunning design and national pride. Stick around to find out why this coin could be worth way more than you think. Let's take a moment to appreciate the 2020 National Park Quarter Series. Each year, the U.S. Mint releases a series of quarters celebrating national parks across the country. These coins feature breathtaking designs that showcase the natural beauty and historical significance of each park. In 2020, one of the quarters in the series was released to honor the National Park of American Samoa, located in the U.S. territory of American Samoa in the Pacific Ocean. This quarter features a stunning design that highlights the park's iconic wildlife. The reverse side of the coin shows a Samoan fruit bat in flight, surrounded by the lush scenery of the park. The bat, which is native to the region, is an important symbol of conservation efforts and the unique biodiversity found in American Samoa. The design also includes a depiction of the island's tropical landscape, which makes this coin not only a tribute to nature but also an artful representation of one of America's most unique and remote national parks. While most of the 2020 national park quarters are being circulated and used as regular currency, some of these coins have a feature that makes them incredibly valuable: an error. Like many coins, errors can occur during the minting process, and certain flaws can turn an ordinary coin into a sought-after treasure. For example, some 2020 national park quarters have been discovered with an alignment issue or slight misstrikes that make them stand out. These errors, although small, are extremely rare and highly coveted by collectors. In fact, error coins like these often fetch a much higher price than regular coins from the same series. So, just how much could you potentially get for a 2020 national park quarter with one of these errors? Get ready for this. If you have one of these rare error coins in pristine condition, it could be worth as much as $47,000. Yes, that's right, $47,000. It's mind-blowing to think that something as small as a quarter, with a tiny minting mistake, could be worth such a large amount of money. But that's the power of rarity in the world of coin collecting. These error coins are few and far between, and when they pop up on the market, collectors jump at the chance to own them. So, if you happen to come across a 2020 national park quarter, be sure to take a close look at it. Check for any signs of misalignment, incorrect strikes, or anything unusual. You might just be holding onto a rare and valuable coin without even knowing it. Top 5. We're diving into a rare and valuable coin from the 50 State Quarters program, the 2004 Florida State Quarter. You might have seen this coin before, but trust me, there's more to it than meets the eye. Stick around as we uncover what makes this quarter so special and how much it could be worth today. Let's rewind to 2004. The United States Mint was well into its 50 State Quarters program, a collection of coins that featured a unique design for each state in the Union. Florida, with its tropical beaches, swampland, and rich history, was the 27th state to be honored with its own quarter. The Florida Quarter was released with a design that reflects the state's deep connection to its natural beauty and historical significance. The reverse side of the Florida Quarter showcases a remarkable image of a soaring sandhill crane, a bird that symbolizes the state's rich wildlife and natural landscape. The bird is surrounded by the bright sun shining over the horizon, with a map of the state's outline in the background. This design perfectly captures Florida's character, its sunny skies, beautiful wildlife, and importance in the history of the United States. While most Florida state quarters are common and easily found in circulation, there's something about this particular coin that can make it extremely valuable. Some of these quarters were struck with a rare and unique error that has caught the attention of coin collectors around the world. The error involves a misaligned die or a slight flaw in the minting process, which results in an unusual feature on the coin's design. These errors are rare, and when they are found, they can dramatically increase the value of the coin. Now, you're probably wondering how much a 2004 Florida State Quarter could be worth, especially if you happen to have one of these error coins. Well, get ready for a big surprise. If you've got a 2004 Florida Quarter with a rare minting flaw or misalignment, it could be worth a jaw-dropping $54,000, yes, $54,000. It's incredible to think that something as simple as a quarter, which was once used in everyday transactions, could now be worth such an astonishing amount of money. But in the world of rare coins, it's all about scarcity and uniqueness, and this error coin certainly fits the bill. So, before you throw any of those 2004 Florida quarters into your change jar or spend them without a second thought, take a closer look. You might just be holding on to a small piece of history, and a fortune. Top 6, we're going to explore a coin that might just be sitting in your collection or even in your pocket right now, the 2007 Idaho State Quarter. This seemingly ordinary coin has something special about it, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why it could be worth much more than you ever thought. Let's set the stage in 2007, when the U.S. Mint was well into the 50-state quarters program. Each year, the Mint released a new quarter to honor a different state, showcasing unique designs that reflect the culture, history, and symbols of each region. In 2007, it was Idaho's turn to be celebrated. Idaho is known for its stunning landscapes, including the rugged Rocky Mountains and pristine wilderness, and its quarter pays tribute to the state's rich natural beauty. The design of the 2007 Idaho quarter is truly a sight to behold. On the reverse side, you'll find a picture of a mountain scene with a beautiful, wide-ranging view of the state's rugged mountains and pristine rivers. In the foreground, a lone peregrine falcon is depicted in flight, representing the state's diverse wildlife. The coin also includes the famous motto, Esto Perpetua, which translates to, "Let it be perpetual," a reference to the state's enduring natural beauty. The imagery truly captures the spirit of Idaho, a state that is as wild and untouched as it is beautiful. Now, while many 2007 Idaho quarters were minted and released into circulation, there's something about this particular coin that could make it incredibly valuable. A small number of these coins were struck with a rare and significant error, a flaw that has caught the attention of serious collectors. These types of minting errors are quite rare, but they can make a coin substantially more valuable. Some 2007 Idaho quarters were found with a misaligned die or other subtle minting errors, which can make them stand out from the rest. These coins are harder to find and are highly sought after by collectors who are always on the lookout for unique and error-struck coins. A minting flaw may seem like a small detail, but in the world of coin collecting, it can turn a coin that's worth face value into something much more valuable. So, just how much could a 2007 Idaho state quarter be worth if you find one with a rare minting error? Well, get ready for this. If you've got one of these coins in pristine condition with that coveted error, it could be worth a stunning $50,000. Yes, you heard that right, $50,000. It's hard to believe that a coin worth just 25 cents could potentially fetch that kind of money, but when it comes to rare error coins, the value can skyrocket. The uniqueness of these minting mistakes makes them incredibly desirable in the coin collecting world. So, before you spend that 2007 Idaho quarter or toss it into your coin jar, take a moment to inspect it closely. You never know if you're holding on to a rare and valuable piece of history that could be worth a small fortune. Top 7. We're going to talk about a coin that might not get as much attention as the more famous ones, but it's worth a lot more than you'd expect. I'm talking about the 2009 Guam State Quarter. This little coin may just be sitting in your collection, or even in your pocket right now, and it could be worth a fortune. Stick with me as we dive into why this coin is so valuable and what makes it a true hidden gem in the world of numismatics. In 2009, the U.S. Mint released the Guam Quarter as part of the Territories Quarter Series, which honored the 5 U.S. territories. Guam, a small island in the Pacific, was the first in the series to get its own coin. And the design on this coin is one to behold. The reverse side of the quarter features an incredible image of a Guam tree, also known as the flame tree, which is native to the island. This tree, with its vibrant red flowers, is an iconic symbol of the island's natural beauty. Surrounding the tree, you'll see the words, Guam, and the inscription, Island of Freedom, which perfectly reflects the spirit of this unique U.S. territory. While most of the Guam quarters were produced and distributed just like any other coin, there's something truly special about a few of these coins. Some were struck with a rare and notable minting error that has made them highly sought after by collectors. The error typically involves a slight misalignment or a problem with the die during the minting process. These small mistakes are incredibly valuable because they can't be replicated, making these error coins one-of-a-kind treasures. So, how much is a 2009 Guam State Quarter worth if you happen to have one with a rare error? If you're lucky enough to find one of these error coins, get ready for a real surprise. A 2009 Guam quarter with a rare minting error can be worth as much as $59,000, that's right, $59,000. It's unbelievable to think that a simple quarter, which might have once been used as change for a cup of coffee, could be worth that kind of money. But in the world of coin collecting, errors are what make coins like this so valuable. The rarity and uniqueness of these misprinted coins is what drives up their price, making them some of the most highly sought-after items in the hobby. So, the next time you come across a 2009 Guam quarter, be sure to take a closer look. You might just be holding onto a coin that could make you a small fortune. It's always worth checking your coins for errors, because you never know when you'll stumble upon one of these rare, valuable finds. Top 8, we've got a fascinating story about a coin that you might have overlooked before, the 2001 Kentucky State Quarter. If you've ever wondered if your pocket change could hold a hidden treasure, this video might just make you take a second look at those old coins. You won't believe how much one of these simple quarters could be worth. Stick with me as we explore the history, design, and the potential value of this incredible coin. In 2001, the U.S. Mint was in full swing with its 50-state quarters program, where a unique quarter was issued for each state in the Union. Kentucky, known for its rolling hills, horse racing, and bourbon, was the 15th state to be honored. The quarter released that year pays tribute to Kentucky's rich history and cultural significance. The design of the 2001 Kentucky quarter is not only beautiful but deeply meaningful. The reverse side of the coin showcases a thoroughbred horse, which is Kentucky's most famous animal and a symbol of the state's long-standing tradition in the world of horse racing. The horse is seen galloping in full stride, representing Kentucky's reputation for breeding some of the finest racehorses in the world. Behind the horse, you'll find a magnificent view of the state's rolling hills and farmlands, capturing the beauty of Kentucky's rural landscapes. The words, "My Old Kentucky Home," are inscribed on the coin, which is a reference to the state's famous folk song and an expression of pride for the people of Kentucky. Now, while most of these 2001 Kentucky quarters were produced and circulated like any other coin, there's something truly special about a few of them. A small number of these coins were struck with minting errors that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. These errors can range from misaligned dies to strange markings or even double strikes, which can turn an ordinary quarter into a one-of-a-kind collectible. So, what does this mean for the value of a 2001 Kentucky quarter? If you happen to find one of these error coins in excellent condition, you could be sitting on a goldmine. A 2001 Kentucky State quarter with a rare minting error could be worth as much as $56,000, yes, you heard that correctly, $56,000. It's almost hard to believe, but it's the reality of the coin collecting world. The rarity of these error coins makes them highly desirable, and their value can skyrocket, especially if the coin is in pristine condition. A small flaw in the minting process, like a misalignment or a double strike, can transform a regular quarter into a treasure worth thousands of dollars. So, next time you're flipping through your spare change or sifting through your coin collection, don't just glance at the 2001 Kentucky quarters. Take a closer look for any signs of minting errors. You never know when you'll find that rare, valuable coin. Top 9, we're talking about a coin that's part of American history, one that you might have in your collection or even tucked away in your pocket right now, the 2002 Louisiana Purchase quarter. This seemingly ordinary coin has a fascinating backstory and could be worth far more than its face value. Stick around to discover just how valuable this quarter could be and what makes it so special in the world of coin collecting. Let's take a step back to 2002 when the U.S. Mint was deep into its 50-state quarters program. This program, which ran from 1999 to 2008, released a quarter for each state, highlighting unique elements of each state's history, culture, and natural beauty. But in 2002, something extraordinary happened. Instead of just releasing a quarter for a state, the U.S. Mint released a quarter to commemorate a historic event, the Louisiana Purchase. The Louisiana Purchase was one of the most important land deals in U.S. history. In 1803, the United States acquired a vast territory from France, effectively doubling the size of the country and setting the stage for westward expansion. The 2002 Louisiana Purchase quarter was part of the series of quarters that celebrated significant moments in American history, and it featured an image that encapsulated the importance of this land acquisition. The reverse of the coin displays an image of the historic scene in which President Thomas Jefferson, who played a major role in the Louisiana Purchase, is depicted standing next to a map of the newly acquired land. In the background, you can also see the symbolic image of the Mississippi River, which was central to the exploration and settlement of the new territory. This coin is a true tribute to the impact of the Louisiana Purchase, a landmark event that helped shape the United States into the country we know today. While most of the Louisiana Purchase quarters are still relatively common, there's one thing about this coin that has collectors buzzing: errors. As with many coins, mistakes happen during the minting process, and when these errors occur, they can turn an ordinary coin into something much more valuable. Some of the 2002 Louisiana Purchase quarters were struck with rare minting mistakes, like off-center strikes, doubling, or die cracks. These flaws make the coin unique, and in the world of coin collecting, unique pieces are highly prized. Now, you're probably wondering how much a 2002 Louisiana Purchase quarter could be worth if you have one of these error coins. Well, prepare to be amazed. A 2002 Louisiana Purchase quarter with a rare minting error in excellent condition could be worth as much as $53,000. Yes, you heard that right, $53,000. It's hard to believe, but it's the truth. That small error or misalignment on the coin can dramatically increase its value, making it a sought-after treasure for collectors around the world. So, if you happen to find a 2002 Louisiana Purchase quarter with a minting flaw, you could be holding on to a rare and valuable piece of American history. Before you spend that coin or toss it in your change jar, take a moment to check it closely. You might have just found a hidden gem worth a small fortune. And who knows, that quarter you thought was just part of the regular circulation could be the key to your next big discovery. Top 10 and LST Rare Coin. We're talking about a coin that's part of the 50-state quarters program, which became one of the most popular and fascinating coin series in American history, the 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter. But this isn't just any ordinary quarter. There's something about this coin that could make it worth much more than you'd expect. That it is a special coin due to this bird that is flying in the sky that make this coin a special coin. Let's take a closer look at this remarkable piece of American history and find out what makes it so special. First, let's rewind to 2008, when the U.S. Mint released the Oklahoma State Quarter as part of the final year of the 50-state quarters program. If you're not familiar with the series, it was launched in 1999 with a new state quarter being released each year. The program was designed to celebrate the history and heritage of each state, and by the time Oklahoma's coin came out, the series had become a huge hit with collectors. Oklahoma's quarter is particularly meaningful because of the state's iconic symbols and rich history, and it pays tribute to some of the things Oklahomans are most proud of. The reverse of the Oklahoma State Quarter features a design that highlights the state's agricultural roots and the importance of its Native American history. You'll see a single scissor-tailed flycatcher, a bird that is Oklahoma's state bird, perched on a branch, while in the background, the iconic image of a Native American teepee can be seen, symbolizing the state's rich Native American heritage. The design also includes a farm landscape, showcasing Oklahoma's strong agricultural presence. These symbols come together to paint a picture of what makes Oklahoma truly unique, a combination of natural beauty, history, and cultural significance. But while this coin is a stunning tribute to Oklahoma, there's something more that makes it stand out in the world of coin collecting: errors. That's right, as with many other coins in the series, some of the 2008 Oklahoma quarters were struck with rare and valuable minting errors. These errors could be anything from die cracks to misalignments or even double strikes. And the rarer the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. You might be wondering, how much could one of these 2008 Oklahoma State quarters be worth, especially if it has a minting flaw? Well, brace yourself for this. If you happen to have one of these error coins in pristine condition, it could be worth as much as $58,000. Yes, $58,000. It's hard to believe that something as simple as a quarter could fetch that kind of money, but it's true. The rarity and uniqueness of these error coins make them highly prized by collectors, and when they come up for sale, they can fetch astonishing amounts. The more unusual the error, the more valuable the coin, which is why finding one of these rare pieces is a real goldmine for coin collectors. So, the next time you come across a 2008 Oklahoma quarter, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Check for any signs of minting errors, as even the smallest flaw could turn it into a treasure worth thousands. You never know, You might just have a rare find hiding in plain sight. If you found this video fascinating and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a future treasure hunt. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.